Okay guys, so it is Tuesday now. This is part 2 to our video about fixing the race car this week. You guys had mentioned in the past before that you like seeing the repairs, so I'm actually spending a little bit more time, in depth than I normally do, so you guys can see what goes on fixing the race car. Now, this morning, I was only in the shop for about 10 minutes, so I didn't film anything, sorry. But I basically spent the morning making a template for our new section of bumper. And if you guys remember from the previous video that the right front corner was basically turned straight up, I cut that off and I made this template so that we can take this piece of tubing and fit it back onto the bumper and get moving with our repairs. And once this is done, that's pretty much it. We put sheet metal back on, we go racing. But there's only one problem, and that is I don't have a tubing bender. So the game plan is to take it to my chassis builder tonight, and also tonight we are going to be trying to find our fluorescent orange paint that we're putting on the wheels, as you guys remember. Also in the last video I said I wanted to get rid of my wheel covers because they're getting tore up. They're not really holding onto the wheel anymore. They're just really in bad shape. They don't look good, so I'm just going to paint the bead lock around the edges of it to kind of match the colors of the car, because that was the original reason I bought wheel covers in the first place. But anyways, we're taking this to our chassis builder tonight, and we're going to get him to bend this tubing for us, and hopefully tomorrow we will be mounting this back on the bumper and moving forward with our repairs. Now, another thing that's happening tomorrow is I'm having our team meet at my house here, and we're going to talk about what we want to do about the end of the season. And I know we're really halfway through the season. There's still several months and a good amount of races left, but the big thing is once we end, we have to go straight into our build season. And I just want to go ahead and get everybody on the same page, figure out what we're going to do. So I may film some of that tomorrow as well, depending on how it goes. But for today, it's not really much. We made the template and we got this piece of tubing ready to go get bent tonight at our chassis builder, and we're going to pick up some paint. So tomorrow we'll probably have a little bit more stuff in it. I may or may not paint today. I don't think I will because of how humid it is. It's really nasty outside because it rained real hard last night. But anyways, that's the game plan, and on to the good stuff. Okay, so it is now about 7 o'clock. We just got back in from visiting our chassis builder, and as you guys can see, we have some bent tubing. Now, for you super observant people, this is not the same piece of tubing that we were going to use. Originally, we were going to use 1 3/4. This is 1 1/2. The reason we have 1 1/2 is mainly because our chassis builder didn't have a 1 3/4 die, but no matter, he had some 1 1/2 tubing that he gave us, so thank you so much for that. And he had the die to bend this out, and we got it pretty much spot on the template. So we'll see how this works tomorrow. I'm not really sure if I'm going to be, I'm really not sure how I'm going to join this up with the bumper tomorrow. I could end up just using a plate and butt welding it, or I may even try to sleeve it by putting it inside the bumper. Not quite sure yet. So that's still kind of up in the air, but nonetheless, we have our bent tubing. This was the critical part. Also, while we were out, and sorry we didn't film, basically a really big storm has come in. I don't know how well you guys can hear, but it's still going on right now. It's been pouring, lightning, all the good stuff. But we have our spray paint here, and this is a Carolina Color Max, and it is gloss pumpkin orange. But it basically has paint and primer on it. So this is what I'm going to use for the wheels. I don't know if I'll be able to get to that tomorrow. I really want to focus on getting my steel work done. That's the biggest priority, and getting the car back together. So we'll see how this goes. Okay guys, so I'm down here at the shop again. It is currently Wednesday. I woke up not feeling too good today, which sucks because I still have work to do on the car. I'm kind of iffy right now. Not a good night, but needless to say, like, we have to get this work done on this car. So right now I'm actually planning on working on this, at least getting this finished up here in the next little while. I'm sorry, I wasn't pointing the camera enough, but basically getting this bent piece of tubing in where our bumper is. And as you guys can see, I've kind of got lined up with where I want it to go. Obviously I got to cut this stuff and weld it on. So I'm gonna do that and try to get the wheels painted and maybe go ahead and start putting the body on today. So that's my game plan. So, changing plans. Originally, we were going to get this done today, so I'd go ahead and start putting the body back on today. However, Dad is going to work on the car later tonight or this evening. But we did come up with a way to fix our bumper. As you guys can see, this is actually the piece of tubing from yesterday, not the smaller piece, but the piece originally we were going to use. And we're sliding it up into this square tubing right here, and we're going to fill all this in. We're going to trim this up as well, and then we're going to probably bend this until it makes contact with this and weld that up. And then we're going to take our 1.5 inches and then we're going to sleeve it like that. And then we'll fit this to where it needs to go. So that's kind of our game plan. In the meantime, I'm going to work on tires, painting the beadlock rims. I'm at least going to go ahead and get that done. And then Friday morning, I'll be putting the body back on. So that's kind of our plan, because I do have to work tomorrow. Yeah, that's our game plan right now, is for us to put the body back together Friday. So you won't see this video probably until, I don't know, Saturday morning, maybe late Friday evening. I won't know. I don't know how long it'll take this video to upload. But anyways, that is our game plan. Alright, I just wanted to show you guys, since Dad was working on that, I figured I'd film it, but I went ahead, got these cleaned up and painted. They're looking a lot better than they have been. This is just the first coat. I'm going to put some more coats on it, and I'm sure you guys just saw this, but this is basically what Dad has been working on. We are going to trim this once I stick a filler panel on, and then I'll cut it off however far I need to. But this is basically what we did is we took 1 3/4 tubing, sleeved it inside of here, and then sleeved a piece of 1.5 tubing inside of there. And that was kind of what we did. We also bent this bar back this way a little bit more, and really all we did was just clean this one up and welded that piece of tubing here. So I think that'll work. I think that'll do it. So as you guys can see, we're actually going to go ahead and start putting the body back on the car and get this done. So if you guys remember, I'm trying to talk loud so you can hear the pressure washer. That piece that we made out of cardboard the other day, this is it right here. I have it clamped in place to kind of see how it's going to fit up, and I think we really nailed this one on the first try. The wheel arches line up very well. I may go in and trim this little small edge right here just in case, but other than that, I think it fits, so we're ready to cut it out. Also, I forgot to mention, this will also let me know how much of this metal bar I need to trim off, which looks to be about like right back in here. I know you guys can't really see that, but that's probably where I'll cut it. Okay, so I'm trying to do this real quick because my battery is about to die on the camera. I have the sheet mounted up here. It's pretty much fitted and ready to go. Again, I'm trying to make this quick because I have a little flashing battery thing on my camera right now. I just got this cut out of our piece of metal. I got it to fit kind of where I want it, and now I'm just going to go about drilling holes and installing it. So if I still have camera battery when I'm done with that, then I'll show you guys the finished product. Okay guys, it is now 2:30. I am starving. I haven't had any lunch or anything to eat today. So I'm calling it a day. As you guys can see, the car is finished. Sheet metal's back on. That is the new panel right there. It looks kind of weird because it's not creased and the same color as the fender. I don't know how well you guys can see that on the camera, but it'll have to do. Basically, I got this fitted on, and I refitted the fender on this side, but also had to refit the fender on the other side as well. So that is done. The car is pretty much ready. Also, I wanted to show you guys the wheels that I have been painting. I've got about 3 coats of paint. I just put another one on. I'm gonna let it sit out and hopefully dry and be ready by Friday. So, anywho, that's pretty much going to do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's repair or shop video. There's a lot to film and a lot of work to do at the same time, but I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. We are at Carolina Speedway on Friday. That is our game plan. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, we will see you in the next video.